There are new and unusual details in a still developing story at this hour. The man accused of stabbing an Ionia County convenience store clerk with a sword during an armed robbery is now formally charged.
We can now tell you the suspect is 36-year-old Jonathan Wroten. He's facing numerous charges, including assault with intent to murder and armed robbery.
Wroten pleaded not guilty and was denied bond. And as 13 on your side's Charlie Tinker is live now with more.
Yeah, we saw Wroten getting visibly combative during that video arraignment, even going back and forth with the judge and accusing the police who arrested him of assault. The store manager who was on duty alongside the victim, whom she identified as Ted Rux, working here, describes him as a regular customer, but that familiarity Sunday quickly turned to horror.
You want to file charges of assault and entrapment.
36-year-old Jonathan Wroten, seemingly unfazed and interrupting frequently, appearing in Ionia County Court to hear the laundry list of charges against him Monday, including assault with intent to murder and armed robbery.
I wouldn't have ever thought he was crazy.
Manager Jessica Bowen tells me Wroten stopped into her Lincoln Avenue convenience store, More Perks, frequently during her shifts.
Usually he's calm, nice, polite.
And so she chalked it up to a Halloween prank when she says the Ionia man showed up Sunday in a ninja costume, armed with a sword, and attempted to tie the door shut, only realizing the danger when Bowen says he told her it was a robbery and started swinging. Her first thoughts, says Bowen, were of her 11-year-old daughter still waiting in the car feet away.
I told her to lock the doors and stay down. And then when I got to him, he had swung his sword. And then by then Ted had realized I was outside yelling, took his sword, shoved it in through him, and then attacked him inside where he got him across his head, took his ear and everything just like right off.
She says Wroten dropped a bag of cash and stolen cigarettes as he left, but picked it up again after threatening her with a sword, leaving her coworker, identified as Ted Rux, battered and bloody inside.
And I need to get out there.
Prosecutors describing Sunday's robbery as the latest in a long line of other abuses. Wroten's rap sheet from the state corrections website shows sentences for meth and cocaine, another for first-degree criminal sexual conduct involving a child under the age of 13 dating back to 2003, painting a troubling picture of a man well known to law enforcement.
He didn't even look like himself. He didn't even look like he was there.
Bowen still just trying to make sense of a situation that only grew more bizarre by the minute.
After he grabbed his bag to leave, he's like, "You guys have a nice day." Like, it was really weird.
Recovering in a hospital, Rux told her he wouldn't be returning to work after the ordeal, even though Bowen decided to come back this morning. She says her family's just starting to process the trauma of what happened here.
I'm still lost and trying to figure it all out and trying to figure out what I could have done different, playing it all over in my head repeatedly.
Now, Bowen did tell me as of just a few hours ago she had touched base with Ted Rux. He was slated to be released from the hospital, hopefully later that evening, and is recovering from his injuries. His family, meanwhile, has set up a GoFundMe page to raise money for various expenses. In the meantime, at last check, that it surpassed its $2,000 goal. We will still link to that. Wroten, due back in court later this month.
Charlie Tinker in Ionia County, thank you very much.